Yeah, it's Jack Parker and you're watching Unidentified. Sometimes I feel like too long. But the DJ life, you know, you don't choose it. It kind of chooses you. You have this desire inside of you to play music at people, to people, you know, whether they kind of want it or not. And I see myself as not just a DJ, but a kind of the middle guy, the middleman between people who like music and the music itself. So I always want to be bringing music to people, playing music to people in loads of different ways, whether that be in the club or on the radio or, you know, wherever. I want to entertain people, like Robbie Williams. Let me entertain you. I think this isn't the same for all DJs, but I think with some DJs, they really want to be the person making the music, and sometimes they are. Sometimes DJs are producers as well, but sometimes certain DJs, including myself, we really want to be the musicians, the rock stars, you know, the rappers, this, that, the other, but we have no musical talent ourselves. So the only thing we can do is like an alternative and still be involved in music is to be a DJ. And I think a lot of people, a lot of DJs like me, are quite bitter because, you know, I want to be able to make music and I want to be on the stage, rocking the stage and like expressing myself. But the only way I can express myself is through other people's music. So I think that's what got me into being a DJ. Cause I tried to be in bands a couple of times, tried to play the bass, the guitar, even sing. I attempted to rap as well, but no one is ever going to hear that. It's never going to see the light of day, ever. And that was back when I was a kid. I think the best show for 2017 that I've done was the club night Moho, which goes down at Spotlight in Digbeth, and it was my debut, my kind of debut at Moho, and I was just caught up in the moment. The room was rammed. Like I whipped my top off. My top, it went somewhere. I somehow grabbed a mic, and I jumped up on top of the decks, and I was just rocking with the crowd, until I got asked to. You know, climb off the decks, and I had a proper vinyl head, like a vinyl fan, come over, and he kind of tugged my trouser leg, and he's like, "Excuse me, you're standing on the vinyl player. You're going to ruin the needle." So I got down again, but I think that was one of my favourite ever sets because it was like the whole room was just rocking with me, you know, and there was real connection, man, between me and the crowd. Working with Skylord has been a very recent thing. Now, my guy Skylord is he's originally from Wolverhampton, but he's like a superstar. He's a rap star, a rock star, and a little bit of pop star thrown in there as well. He's all three of those things. He's a great guy as well. He's a very inspiring person, I would say, because he has a very kind of unhealthy obsession with his art, and you kind of have to have this unhealthy obsession with your art because otherwise it's just going to be a hobby. And he turned what he loved most into, you know, his life. This is what he does now. He just rocks on stages, makes music, does some weird stuff in music videos, and that's his life now. So it's so inspiring becoming his DJ and getting to do these shows with him and rock the stages with him. Like I can't tell you how much fun it is because his sound is like a weird kind of hybrid between like modern rap, trap, and a little bit of heavy metal thrown in there. So you know, the shows get wild. And I became his DJ. They were looking for a DJ again. They were looking for a DJ, and I tend to never say no. I can't remember the last time I said no to a DJ set because, you know, this is what I live for, man. The first one in terms of rap music, which is what I've been pursuing for a couple of years now. The first event I put together for that was my night called Skit, and I used to do that in Birmingham at the Sunflower Lounge in the city centre of Birmingham, and we used to put on loads of rappers from around the UK and the West Midlands that no one else was really putting on. because the grime MCs had that grime raise, yeah, where they could shell on the mic. But most other rappers and kind of hip hop types in Birmingham had nowhere to play because no one was booking them for nights. And I was like, I want to see these guys play on a stage, and I know there's people like out there that want to see them too. So I booked them, I put them on a stage, and that's what really got the kind of hunger for it going, because these real DIY shows that I was putting on, we were getting like mad reactions from the crowds. Like even if we had 30 people in there, the 30 people that weren't in there would turn it up till the sun up. And it was just insane, and I loved it. And I was like, you know what, I need to carry on doing this. And I ran it for about a year. It fizzled out, but hopefully its legacy lives on, I hope. So the tour that I did beginning of 2017, again, been a madness for your boy Jackie P, for Jack Parker. Like I decided, my boy Thunder Art, I was like, we've been playing Birmingham for a year, we've done the odd London show. Thunder Art, my main geezer, let's step it up a notch and let's take this show on the road. You know, proper DIY. Probably one of the most DIY things I've ever done. But you gotta do it. You can't sit around like twiddling your thumbs waiting for someone to come put you on a tour, because they ain't gonna do it, Mocha. They ain't gonna do it. You gotta do it yourself. So we hit up like Bristol, Liverpool, Derby, Northampton, Nottingham, Manchester, and it was over the space of 2 months. So it ended up being this running joke. Like people would come see us and go, "You still on tour?" Because the dates are so spread out. Because usually a tour, it's a week. You go out a solid week, bang, 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 you're done. Whereas these dates were spread out over February and March. So we'd see people and they're like, "Are you still on tour?" Like, this is the longest tour ever. But it was so much fun. And I did it all myself. I sat there, and I think in about a week, bing, bang, boom, bada bing, bada boom, I had a tour, because I sent emails, I hassled, I rang people. I was like emailing, ringing at the same time, multitasking, you know. It's not just women that can multitask. Men can too if they put their mind to it. And I was there for a week putting this tour together. And I was like, Thunder, man, who are we gonna go on tour with? Like, you know, you're the hottest in the West Midlands right now. Who else is as hot as you? Or like, you know, who's next up? And around the time, it was our boy Molly Mikes, who were like, "Yo, Molly, man, like, do you want to come on tour?" And he was like, "Yeah." So bang, that was it. And we jumped in. I've got to shout out Sam. We jumped in our friend Sam's car, and the four of us drove up and down the UK playing these shows. It was one of the best experiences of my life. So my relationship with Thunder Art, right? This is going to be a book one day, because I'm going to cash in. I'm going to cash in on this relationship that I've had with Thunder Art. I think my relationship with Thunder Art started, I would say, late 2015, because I booked him for my night skit. He played a couple of times. The reaction he got was crazy, because he just came with like this mad charisma that all these other rappers that we'd had, they didn't bring it like that. They didn't bring it like Thunder Art, you know. It was just a natural star, and I was like, this guy's cool, man. This guy's cool. I kind of attached myself to him. Got him in for radio interviews. Had him do my nights, and from there it's because we have a very similar sense of humour, a very juvenile and ignorant sense of humour. So I think that's one of the main reasons why we got on so well. But I just believed in his music. I believed in him as a future rap star. The boy can sing as well, but he's just a future artist, I think, that's gonna really take it further. And I think we've had a real mutually beneficial, that's how you say it, mutually beneficial relationship, because I would DJ for Thunder, and Thunder would let me DJ for him. So that's like, you know, we learn off each other. So big up yourself, PH. And one day, yeah, I'm gonna write a book. What am I cooking? What am I currently working on? Okay, you wanna know? Basically, I'm thinking of more ways that I can take modern rap and trap music to the world. Because my obsession with rap music, I don't think will be ending anytime soon. I feel like rap music is special to me and special to so many people because it's just pure anarchy. Rap music just takes language, which is one of the kind of pillars of society. It takes language and just bends it and breaks it and changes it, and that to me is so exciting. It's like bringing in new language, changing language, like mutating language, and also it's just the reckless behavior that goes with it as well. Like if a rapper likes a song or a producer likes a song, they just take that song, chop it up, and then rap over it. I love that. I love the chaos, the recklessness of it, and I want to bring more of the US sound that I am obsessed with to the UK. So I've got a club night called Thug Tears. Yeah, Thug Tears. And I'm going to be running that in Birmingham, Bristol, London. And we aim to bring the US sound to the UK, like the underground US sound, so not just Cardi B and Migos. You know, we're talking the real underground sound from places like Atlanta, you know, and across the state. Bring that to the UK, through my DJ sets and other like-minded DJs, and also put more rappers on the stage, man. There's not enough live hip-hop shows in the UK. There's just not enough. That is what most of this interview has been about this year, because this year has changed my life. It's been an ignorant, reckless, chaotic year, and I want to tear up more stages with my DJ sets in 2018, and just live that rock star lifestyle that I've always dreamed of, man. And it's all me as well. It's mostly DIY, everything I do. And if there's anything I want to leave you guys with, it's like you can and you should go and do it yourself, and you definitely shouldn't sit there waiting for someone else to come and do it for you. Go do it yourself, mate. Don't do it yourself. And yeah, big love to Unidentified, man. It's been fun. Gang.